bed made. Going out to the kitchen right now. Good morning. I'm having my coffee with a little bit of pumpkin spice, my 5 drops of Lugols 5% iodine. I get that straight from J Crow from their website, and I'm on their subscribe and save. So it actually works out cheaper to do that than to buy a couple bottles of the 2%. And it's just nice because it just ships to me every month and I don't have to worry about it. So anyway, and my teenagers take that as well as my young adult people. And so anyway, figured it would be a good morning to talk to y'all also about what other supplements that we take. And I wouldn't say that these are 100% necessary. It's just from all of the hours that we've spent in the past year and a half listening to doctors talk and different people talk from experiences. These are the supplements that we figured it doesn't hurt. Not saying that it's necessary, just saying it doesn't hurt. And we went from having literally cabinets full of supplements and spending so much money on supplements, being all of these years whole foods and plant-based, but this is like so silly and so minimal. And like I said, I don't even know that that's 100% necessary. It's just what we do. So here we go. I'm just going to show you. We take this fermented cod liver oil, me and the kids, all of them. We take one of these every night before we go to bed. And I take one of these every single day. My little kids take a kid's multi every single night. And my older boys take the men's multi version of this every single day. And then the other thing that we take almost every single day is our grass-fed beef organs. We're not the big, huge organ people. We do eat the heart, but we're not huge liver people. So we just take that. And it might not be every single day, but almost. We take that supplement just for good measure. And then I also alone take this vitamin D supplement because in the past I have been low on vitamin D and I don't always tend to get as many outside hours as everybody else, just being housewife. I try to make it a priority to get outside and get sunshine in my eyes and get some exercise every day, but there are days when I don't, and so I just want to keep up with my vitamin D. So that's it. Those are the 4 things that we take just for good measure, and thought y'all would be interested in that. Enjoying my coffee this morning with my 2 tablespoons of Kerrygold unsalted butter. Should have said that. Blends it up in the coffee. Pumpkin spice, Lugols 5%, 5 drops, and 2 tablespoons of Kerrygold unsalted butter. Blends it in. So good. So, and sometimes I have that in the evening as well, just because it's decaf coffee. So I'm trying to work on my thyroid health and I don't want any stimulation from anything with caffeine in it. So sometimes if I need to increase my fats at the end of the night, or I just want something warm to sip on and I'm trying to avoid tea as well, I'll just make a cup of decaf coffee. So also cocoa powder I'm trying to avoid as well. So there's lots of things that maybe some other people can do and even other people in my family can do, but I'm doing something more specific to me. So anyway, on with the day. So here is my beef broth from the other day, all canned up, looking so good. The awesome thing about that little pressure canner, that Nesco pressure canner, there's another brand too. They're exactly the same. One's a Carry, one is a Nesco. They're the exact same machine, just different names on them. But the great thing about them is that if you are really pinched for time, it's just a set it and forget it. It does all the work for you. All you have to do is be there for after the first 10 minutes when the pressure releases to turn the little gauge over, and then that's it. You can literally walk away for whatever the set time is that your jars need to be under pressure for, and then you could go to bed and wake up the next morning and let them cool off and take them out, and they'll be totally fine. So that's exactly what I did. I just opened up the lid the night before, and it was hot, and I was like, you know what, I don't even feel like messing with them. I don't feel like grabbing the jar lifter and getting them out. I'm just gonna let them be. So I just let them be and let that water naturally cool down overnight. Unplugged the machine and left the lid up on it, and then just took them out in the morning, and these are all sealed really, really well. So I'm gonna go ahead, I put the date on top of them, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put them in my pantry. So that's the nice thing, is that you can kind of can as you go, and you can do it in little small batches, which makes it more realistic in my experience than having like a whole big day. That's really satisfying too, taking a big giant day and doing a big giant project. But if you don't have that capacity, just doing a few little jars at a time, you can still get there. So just wanted to share that with y'all. These pretty little babies are going to go in my pantry, and we will have them for just a cup of hot broth, or if we want to make up some soup with it. Carnivore soup, of course. Just adding some beef to it will be delicious. So delicious. And if you wanted to go crazy, you could add a little sour cream or something like that on top of it. It would be so, so good.
So I am making my cream cheese stuffed meatballs with Italian seasoning.
Okay. So how do you do this?
So I didn't make them all. So I take a ball of meat, roll it out.
Ground beef.
Yeah, ground beef. And then I take a ball of cream cheese and just put it in there and close it up, and the beef all up around it. And before I close it up, I shake Italian seasoning in it. And then I close it up, and then I shake more on the outer side. And that's what they look like.
And then do you coat them with Parmesan cheese too? Sprinkle Parmesan on top?
Actually I did that this time.
Okay. And then you just bake them up for how long in the air fryer?
Like 20 minutes.
15, 20 minutes. Okay, that sounds good. Because they're really big ones. You can make small ones. Cream cheese stuffed meatballs. And yeah, sometimes you've had them with red sauce. Are you just having them plain this time? Or
actually might not have them with...
You might have them with red sauce? Okay.
Yeah, they're so good.
Just dip them in red sauce. Okay, cool. Thank you.
I just got done cooking these luxurious cream cheese stuffed meatballs with Italian seasoning on them.
Okay.
And now we deserve some
little bit
stubbies.
We didn't have the Parmesan cheese.
Yeah.
That's okay. So sometimes you just dip them in red sauce, but tonight you're going to dip them in little stubbies. Okay. Easy. That is
plenty.
Enough for 10 kids. Okay. Yeah.
Let's see here. Get the sauce. Terrible.
So what you're going to see now is that once a week for our church fellowship meal, we eat like a keto type dessert. So my daughter Grace and I decided back in June when we came up on our 1-year carniversary that we were going to go ahead and expand ourselves, stretch ourselves a little bit, and start learning some keto desserts. And so that's what you're going to be seeing coming up here next. Is we've just really had so much fun with it, is that once a week on Saturdays, we make something special, some type of carnivore meal that is something more special, just a little more outside of the box on some Sundays, but also our desserts, we'll do a keto dessert. So here we go. This is a lot of fun.
So I'm going to be making keto coffee cake today. So we was doubling the recipe. So we did 4 cups.
Almond flour. Okay, so now you're doing a half a cup. of coconut flour. Go ahead and fill it out. That's a half. And now level it out.
There you go.
Okay, and then put that in there. You might need a little bit more. I think that was missing a little bit on the side. Just a little. Okay.
Okay, so we don't use 1 cup of maple sugar, but you could use allulose too.
Yes.
If you want to. So let's start on you because this one doesn't tap it.
Yeah. A couple of my kids are a little sensitive to the allulose, so they wanted to try this maple sugar instead. I've made out really good with using allulose. Okay, level. Okay, put it over there and make it level. Is it good? So 1 cup.
There you go.
Okay, 1 cup of.
Hold it in.
All right.
I'll use 2 teaspoons of baking powder that you leveled. So I'm going to be using 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Way different. There you go. So we're going to do a half teaspoon of salt. Make sure there's no clumps in it. Make sure it's nice and even. And then put on the lid. So I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. 1. 2. Okay, so now I'm doing unsweetened coconut milk. Just trying to keep it.
A half a cup.
Half a cup. So my 6 eggs right here.
6 eggs.
Beat it up really good. Just put them in. Make sure I got all of them. Then, okay, now I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of vanilla here. Just turn it. 1. Wait, this is 1. 1. 2. So this is a half cup of butter melted, and I'm just going to pour it on. This actually smells good. So I'm going to make the crumb topping. So this is a whole cup. Put it in this bowl.
Almond flour.
Almond flour.
Alright.
So I'm going to do 4 tablespoons of coconut flour. And this is, don't be the breadcrumbs still. It's 1. I'm going to show you. 2. 3. 4. Okay. So, this is brown sugar, half a cup, and this is for the crumb topping. So just gonna make sure that cracks are filled. Sometimes you even out in it. Oh, I'm gonna do 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Just on the 1. And 2. Okay, so we don't take our dough here. Make sure I get all of it.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm gonna sprinkle the crumble. So I'm just gonna put this in. For 25 minutes. So it's been in the oven, and now I'm gonna take a little taste here.
Okay.
That's good.
I think some people will enjoy very, very low sugar coffee cakes. So I just wanted to follow up and say these are so delicious. These are moist and good and yummy. Really, really good. So ChatGPT for the win again here, y'all. So good. If you like us making the ChatGPT recipes, let us know, because we have a few more winners in our pocket that we've tried to. And hi, big text. And so these are really, really good. Super easy, simple ingredients, low sugar. You could do 0 sugar on this. Just use allulose instead of the maple sugar. And we use the brown sugar swerve on top. So good.
So right now I'm gonna be making up some chicken and oil.
Okay, it is lunchtime and I have my steak here and I air fried it on both sides for about 10 minutes. It really just depends on the thickness, but this is going to be amazing. I just wanted to share this with y'all, but for the last 2 or 3 weeks now since I cut out dairy and we just got settled back in again at home after all of the busyness at the end of the year and a wedding, is that I went back to tracking and using Carb Manager. It's a free app. I can link below. Kelly Hogan talks about this app specifically and kind of goes through it of just like a real easy quick start, how to use it and what to look for. And it was so non-intimidating that I decided to try it. And I have been using this app on and off now for, I don't know, I want to say about 6 months. And then I took a couple months off, but I'm back on it now. And it's really, really so helpful. It's just such a great tool in the toolbox. So don't get scared. I am a little low, but it is not yet time for me to go to bed. So I'm going to still have probably another cup of decaf coffee, and I'm going to put some butter in that. I could just have a couple tablespoons of butter plain, but I'm going to get a little more fat in tonight before I go to bed. And that's just, it's so helpful. It's such a great tool to have, whether you are maintaining your weight, trying to lose weight, trying to build muscle, whatever your goals are, this app is really helpful. And you do not have to be carnivore to use it. You could just be doing keto, and it's so user friendly. It just takes a few seconds of your day, but it's very eye-opening. So I just wanted to pop on and just share this with y'all too.
Hey there. It has been a good day. I'm on my walk with Kitty. Say hi, Kitty. Say hi, baby. It is 20 degrees out right now, and it says it feels like 18. I don't know. It's pretty cold, but I'm outside getting some sunshine in my eyes, and I wanted to share with y'all today that the topic is, should you jump into carnivore cold turkey, or should you gradually get into carnivore? And I'm just going to share how we did it and hope that this is an inspiration for you. So when we started carnivore, we were already eating a whole foods diet, and all we were basically, I say all, but it's a big deal. All we were basically doing was cutting out all of the fruits and vegetables out of our diet, and then ta-da, we would be carnivore, right? So we had been dairy free for 6 years prior to that, and so when we started carnivore, we did not do dairy for about the first 3 months, and so we were just eating meat. That being said, I had used a keto, very clean keto protein drink. It's called Sun Warrior is the brand of it. And I had used that powder for at least the past 6 years or more. And so my kids would have one of them a day. I would have one of them a day. And that was just part of our life and our lifestyle. So I kept the strawberries and the blueberries frozen, big bags of frozen blueberries and strawberries, and we would have a smoothie almost every night, or if we wanted it in the afternoon, maybe we'd have it in the afternoon that day, but definitely at night. It felt like almost like you were having a milkshake or some ice cream or whatever, and that really was great for us in the beginning. So I would say if you are starting out, just go buy a whole bunch of meat that you really enjoy. Maybe your goal would just to be to start as keto, and keto is technically about 20 carbs or less a day. So maybe you just get inspired and you start a ketogenic diet and do that for a couple months or until you feel like you have a pretty big hold on it. Maybe add in a morning of carnivore, add in a meal of carnivore a day and see how you make out. And then maybe go up to 2 meals of carnivore a day, and then keep your keto for your nighttime meal or something like that. Start learning how to eat healthy. I would absolutely say that. Get rid of all the processed foods. Get rid of all the junk, the soda, the candy, the garbage. If it's pre-made, pre-packaged, get rid of it. Get that out of your diet. And that's going to be a big improvement right there. And then from there, if you wanted to try to go to ketovore, which is about 10 carbs or less a day, maybe try that, and maybe just have a ketovore day, or have a ketovore meal or two, and be nice, be gentle to yourself, but don't let yourself make excuses either. This isn't a thing that you can play around with and say, oh, I'm going to be carnivore one day and then eat a different way another day. It's a dangerous game, my friends, because when you're eating high fat, high protein, and then you're combining it with processed food days or sugar days, you're going to end up in serious health problems. You've basically created an American standard diet on steroids is what you've done. So you don't want to do that, in my opinion. I'm not a doctor, but in my opinion, that's a very dangerous game to play. If you're going to be keto, be keto. If you're going to be carnivore, and you're going to be hardcore, then be purposeful about it. And if you make an exception here or there, make sure you're making that exception be a very, very clean ingredient keto type meal. You're not jumping ship and saying, oh, I messed up, I'm not going to eat carnivore today, and you make the decision to just go to McDonald's and just eat processed chicken nuggets or something like that. Like, you got to be very purposeful in your decisions. But I think that there's room when you're starting carnivore, or when you're in the middle of carnivore, or wherever you're at on carnivore or ketovore, there is room there to be gentle to yourself, to make this a lifestyle for the long term. And if it's not a lifestyle choice for the long term, then what's the point, and what are we doing? Since it's a long-term game plan, you have to set yourself up for success. And that's what I try to do with my children as well, you know. And it's like, if you're having an emotional day, or you're going on vacation, there's a lot of things. Sad things happen, grief happens, family situations, there's just stress. And even if it's good stress, there's stressful days, there's weddings, there's holidays, there's all kinds of things in life that happen. And you have to think ahead for these things, and you have to set yourself up for success. So what do I mean by saying that? I mean by saying that if you know that things are coming, hey, warning, spoiler alert, things are coming, okay? So this is for everybody. Things are coming. So maybe you want to buy some very clean ingredient keto bars to pack on your vacation, or pack for, you're going to be away for 2 weeks for your child's wedding, and you know there's going to be desserts and treats, or there's just going to be stressful moments that you might just want to indulge in something, right? So you have these bars packed, just say, hypothetically speaking, of course. No, this is real life, y'all. Have them in your purse, have them in your suitcase, have them in your go bag, have them in your car, and then you have something that you're like, okay, I'm going to say no to that dessert, but I can just grab in my purse right now. And Kelly Hogan has purse bacon. Okay. If bacon is your thing and you can have purse bacon, go for it. Whatever it is, for me, those little pre-made, keto bars are my go-to. I don't have them the rest of the year, but when we go away, if we're away once a year on vacation or something like a wedding, yes, absolutely. I packed them. I had them stuffed everywhere because I didn't want to feel horrible. My goal is to be healthy and live. I've already said that. So yeah, have those packed. We used to just pack frozen fruit, and we would do a Walmart pickup order and have frozen fruit, and have my keto powder, and have a nice smoothie. I was in the beginning, probably, maybe the first 6 months or so, I was really into the Dr. Kilt's ice cream. I made that, and I even added a tablespoon of honey to a quart of ice cream. And once a week, I would allow myself Sunday evenings to sit and have my Dr. Kilt's ice cream. And that was my thing. Whatever it is that's going to keep you going and not let you quit, and not let you feel bad and feel horrible, or bring back all those cravings again. Whatever that is, do that. Do that. Whatever's going to keep you excited, whatever's going to keep the family excited. Maybe it's bacon. Maybe it's a bunch of cheese. Maybe it's lunch meat or pepperoni, or maybe you need to learn some new carnivore recipes or some new keto recipes. Maybe you need to do a keto day once a week and keep the troops excited about keto and carnivore like that. Whatever it is, I encourage you to do it. This isn't a perfection thing. This isn't about perfection. This is about a long-term health choice to eat and be healthy and be strong. And I love you guys so much. It's been a wonderful, wonderful day. It's a cold day. I'm going back inside here real soon, but I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.